Well, good morning, our beloveds. We are on the other side of the divide, finally. So many individuals are having their own spiritual awakening, what Cryon talks about as the time capsule opening. When your time has come, it has come. No one is here to save you. You are here to save yourself. And when your time capsule opens, you begin to see reality for what it is. Another had this over 10 years ago, in 2012, when the energies shifted and those who were ready were called forth. And many others are going through their awakening right now. And it is painful. It is destructive. It is eye-opening. It is confusing. It is loving, yet losing everything that you have ever known to be your truth. It is harsh. It is painful. It is exquisite. These are many of the attributes of becoming woke. When your reality shifts out of what you have known for the entirety of your life and abruptly moves into a whole different sphere, it creates a ripple in time. If you had lived only in the North American continent, in an affluent community, and that is all that you ever knew, and then you were literally flown into Timbuktu, if you were flown into a remote part of Africa, where the cultures of the indigenous still exist, and you were dropped off in a completely different culture, which had none of your cultural values or norms or belief systems, and you were there to witness and observe what their lives look like, you would have such a disconnect with reality because none of it would be familiar. And you would need to normalize it somehow to find comfort and peace in this new existence and figure out a way to shift your alternate reality into your current reality. And this is where many of you find yourselves now. Granted, those of you whose time capsule awakened most likely will not be listening to this channeled message because it's going to take some time for you to find your way back to center. But those of you who are listening, we encourage you to really look around at those outside of you to see who might need your assistance. As we shared through our another yesterday, your role as woke people is not to awaken people, because their time capsule will open when it is time for them to do so. Instead, we wish for you just to sit back and observe the field of popcorn kernels. When a kernel pops, when the inner expression begins to show itself, that is when you go over and offer your assistance. It may take some time for them to come to you, if they do at all. but you merely offer and simply say, I see that you're struggling. Can I be of assistance somehow? I've gone through what you're going through and know that you're not crazy. It's okay. You'll figure it out. Find your path. Trust your inner knowing. And there are many of us here waiting for you to help to guide you through this integration of these new energies. And that's it. But we wish to validate that many have opened this last month, and this next month, many more will. When your karma comes home to roost, and your past presents itself in ways that you can no longer deny, then and only then will you be ready to embrace your true essence when reality can no longer be denied, is probably the best and the easiest way for us to describe it. You would describe it differently, but we will say that karma can sometimes feel like a bitch, like you have been bitch slapped, because the result of your past actions produces much pain and suffering in the here and the now, such that your soul finally cracks open that hard outer shell that you have painted on your heart in a desire to protect yourself. But now it is time. It is time for you to explore your true essence and to begin to have a complete understanding of how the universe truly works. And once you begin to open to the wonder of this all, you will begin to understand why you came, what you came to learn, what you came to explore, who you came to love, and what this all means. There is so much truth to be found in your own inner knowing, but you have suppressed it much up to this point because the world constantly invalidated it, and it was easier to follow groupthink. It's been studied. It just works. You don't trust your own inner belief system when others, as in the masses, believe or follow something that directly conflicts with your own inner knowing. But now, you will no longer be able to deny the inner knowings that you have had, if you're honest, for a very long time. But you have chosen to suppress. So for those of you who are coming on board now, in one form or another, we say welcome. Welcome to your reality. You're going to enjoy this journey much more because it will be a journey based on your truth and not the truth of others with whom you have surrounded yourselves up to this point. Trust in your process, trust in your journey, and most importantly, trust that you are not going crazy. You are actually becoming sane for the first time in your lives. Believe. Believe in magic and all that is outside of yourselves. And so it is. Namaste.